I've got some for you, don't worry.
Well, weak at the knees from spinning it
Yes,
as well.
come. Isn't that nice? Come now.
What's coming up now?
Is that nice? Yeah. Oh, smell that. The kids love it. I did this in a school in London, and do you know what? Looking at their eyes and the appreciation, I was just so thrilled. I can't wait to go back into schools and do more.
Can I ask you about the plantain chips? Did you make these, or are these from a packet?
These I got in a packet. You can get them on the World Food Aisle in supermarkets, but they're easy to make.
Okay.
And the recipes in my book is so easy. The taste of homemade.
Yeah.
You
So if
cannot
I
compare.
wanted to make that, which of these coloured plantains would I go? I go green.
You go green.
And you peel it, would you, first?
Right, okay. I've got this napkin, I'm just going to chance it. So what you do, you can peel it, but in Latin America, they don't peel it. You've got a mandolin,
Okay.
and you slice away. Let me just, yeah.
So with the outer skin on it then?
You can leave the skin on.
Right.
Yep, you can.
And
so
then
that's
you what?
it. And you add a bit of salt, and put in water with a bit of salt.
Uh-huh.
Take it out, pat dry, in a pan, and fry.
That's it.
That easy. That easy.
It's really good.
Really good.
I imagine it's a lot better for you than a potato.
It's very, very good for you. And I can't stop myself with this and nuts. Plantain and nuts, that's another combination that we love. When plantain is ripe and you want to steam it, I'll tell you what you do. Cut it this way, and that way, and put it in a steamer.
Yeah.
5 to 8 minutes steamed.
And then you just scoop out the flesh.
It'll just fall off. It'll just
Okay.
fall off, yeah. But when it's green, you can't peel. Once it ripens, it's much easier to peel, as you can see. Yeah?
Anyone here have much experience with plantain? Anyone here tempted to give it a go today?
You have to.
Yeah?
You've got to cook with it. It's so easy. And you can grill it. You know, for lunch, in Ghana, the cheapest thing to eat on the roadside, you'll find this woman sitting with a big sombrero grilling a plantain. And everybody goes up and buys plantain and nuts. If if you're really broke, that is the thing to go for.
Yeah.
And it's the cheapest and healthiest.
Nice.
You know, so I grill that at home, take the skin off, grill it, and add peanut butter. And just eat crunchy peanut butter and that. You can't beat it. Let me check on our plantain. Oh, that's cooking beautifully.
Okay.
Beautifully.
So let's have a look at your books then. There's a date with plantain.
And a plate in the sun.
Oh, I see what you're doing.
A Plate in the Sun is my first book. And I couldn't find a title. I was watching A Place in the Sun and I went, bingo. I did that.
Strike a
So,
lot.
do you want to bring the plantain book? I want to just open a page or two to
Can
show.
I buy this today? Do you have these?
I have a
Prints
few
along?
copies. I have a few copies.
Ah, okay.
Yeah. They're £20 each. Right. So the last thing that's going to go into this is my basil. And why? Basil is a herb, a very soft herb, a bit like parsley. You mustn't put it in the beginning of cooking. It's always got to go in at the end. If you want to put herbs in the beginning, you put woody herbs like thyme and rosemary. But with these, they'll wilt very quickly and right, in that goes. So
Why are you putting it in? That's hot water.
it is hot water. I shouldn't really, and cold water. But what I should have made, smell that. Okay?
Smells of basil.
And then, and now smell this. See how much stronger it is?
Oh, yeah.
It's like when it rains and flowers just smell a bit. That's it. In that goes.
Good tip. Dip your basil in hot water first before putting it in.
Delicious. I was going to put a little bit of hot water in to loosen it, but I've got enough tomatoes,
That's
so
pretty good to me.
I won't need it. And now I tell you what, a couple came to the academy. They came on an Asian food course, and because I'm front of house as well, I look after all the guests and that. And they called me over. They said, "Patti, we'd like to have a word." And I thought, "Oh, something's gone wrong today. What's happened?" And they said, "You know your black-eyed bean dish?" I said, "Yes." They said, "We found it on the internet, and we have it with jacket potato. It's gorgeous." So that's another one. Forget about all the other things you put on jacket potato. Make your bean dish, sit it on it, and
You shouldn't really have jacket potato. You should have plantain,
you
right?
should have plantain. Plantain any day, please. This is cooked. How long did it take us to cook?
I don't know. Yeah, 15 minutes. If
How
that.
quick is that?
Yeah.
I think we're going to bring some in for you to taste in a minute.
So go on.
Does anybody have a question? Oh, you must have a question. Black eye
Black eye
beans.
beans,
Yeah. You can use aduki beans, You can even use black beans. Now, in Brazil, the national dish is called feijoada. Now, feijoada is exactly this with black-eyed beans. And that's what the African slaves took to Brazil, and it's become the national dish. So it's exactly that. And they use smoked pork. I'm using bacon here, and we use more fish in Ghana than meat.
But black-eyed beans widely available.
Oh yes, in tins.
Yeah.
And they're so cheap, they're about 40p a tin, you know. Plantains, you get 3 plantains for £1. And you can feed a family on that. You're grilling it, you're frying it, you're baking it, you're poaching it. Which one? Sorry. The plantain, yes. In Morrison's and some Tesco's and that, yeah. Okay. Now I've got plantain here. Plantain with squash and capers and stuff, and just baked in red pepper in the oven. Great, you know, a great starter or a side dish.
Okay.
And I make puddings with plantain. I mean, I just experiment, and I tell you what, I've got this plantain pudding you will absolutely die for. That's a plantain cake. There's no sugar, no butter, no eggs, no kidding. Yeah, because plantain is sweet, and once it gets really black, the starch converts to natural sugars.
Okay.
You know, so it's really sweet. And plantain brownies, you're making brownies, mash some plantain, scoop it, just drop it on, and it'll set in. You haven't had a better brownie, I'm telling you. Try it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, great.
Loads, and this is it. If you want the recipe for the chips, that's in there, homemade. You can add cheese to it, whatever. It's eaten in the Caribbean, Africa, the Americas, and Asia.
Nice.
And in Latin America, they make lasagna with plantain.
Oh, really?
This is done. I'll have to turn this off now. Let's see what. Oh, this is almost done. It just needs to brown a little bit, and then I can plate up.
Okay. Saltfish.
The saltfish. You'll get.
No?
The prawn
ground
powder.
prawns.
The Thai and Chinese do it, and the African and Caribbean and Asian food shops will have it.
And what do they call it?
Just air-dried prawns. They'll be in a pack. Dried prawns or dried shrimp. You know, and then you can put it in a blitzer and just blitz it yourself. You can find it powdered as well. It will come like that, but some, you know, different packages. Yeah, different packaging. So.
Can everyone hear all right at the back? Yeah? Everyone all right?
Has the plantain? Oh yes, it's coming round soon.
Oh, fantastic! Oh, we got some little boats.
Yep, little boats of it.
Let's just bring it in.
What I've done there is I've added the beans and the plantain together, just mix it all up together as well, you know, to serve.
Oh, nice. Okay. So this is Edmund from Harvey's Brewery. So we're talking about a beer pairing with this, aren't we? So how do you go about pairing drink with food? What do you think about?
Well, when it comes to pairing beer with food, the thing to remember is beer really goes with everything, which makes it very easy.
I love that.
But you can, of course, refine that down a little bit. So with this dish, for me, it sort of comes down to 2 styles. You can either go for a darker beer, which might seem a little bit strange. You think, oh, I want something really refreshing, but a darker beer, something with a higher sugar content, will sort of try and take down if there's any heat in the dish. It will just mellow that out so you can enjoy the spice, and then the dark beer to sort of cleanse the palate and go through, complement some of the plantain sweetness perhaps. Or if you think, no, I really like that heat, then go for something with lots of hops, high alpha acids in there, real hoppy citrus beer. It's going to sort of enhance the spice of the dish. So that's where I'd be going with this.
And have you got a specific recommendation for today?
Naturally, I've come prepared to plug my own products. Yes, we have our Wharf IPA or our Malt Brown, and the Wharf is the citrusy one, and the Malt Brown is the dark and sweet one.
Okay.
And have you got some here? Have you got some with you?
I do. I have it out
Ooh.
the back.
Right.
Yes, can't wait to try that with it.
And where's your stall today?
My stall is at the back. It's the teal blue one with bar written all over it.
Do you know what? The other thing I do as well is I run a spice course at the academy, and you should. I'm going to put I've got business cards there. You can take them. Check out my website, and if I'm doing it in a round, you must come and try different spices with your food, because I think spices are the key to cutting. You know, when you cut down the salt, which is bad for you, everybody has got to have about as an adult, 6 grams of salt a day. And salt is hidden in so many things, you know, even in the tinned tomatoes. you'll find salt and sugar.
Really?
Yeah, olives have got salt in them, everything. So if you add spice to it, it can offset that, you know, and you will enjoy the different flavors, you know, the African spices, the Asian, the European. Just bring it all in and enjoy. I just love it. Love it. Now that's done. I think I can bring this out now. It's cooked, it's just not brown enough, but I just can't wait to show it to you.
That's good.
Isn't that gorgeous?
That's really good. I like the way
See
you...
how it looks. Whoops, the daisy.
Don't touch pans as they come out the oven.
Yeah, exactly. What I
But
tell
look,
my
it
kids.
was crisscrossed. Can you see this? Can you see the...
Can you see?
See the,
Can you see? Can you see?
can you see the screens? Or is the sun... If you move it forward a
Forward,
bit.
forward. There we are.
Okay.
Isn't that gorgeous?
So you kind of crisscrossed it, and it's kind of fallen apart.
Yeah, crisscrossing, brush with a bit of oil and a bit of seasoning, you know, spices. It falls apart, individual little squares, and it's actually called Kele Willy. Kelewele. Now that's what it's called, nothing else.
I'm not going to repeat
Every
that,
time I
just
say
in case.
this, I get a laugh.
Okay.
Right, so I'm gonna put that on there. That on there. Put this back in here actually. And then I'm going to spoon up. Can you see? Oh, look at our Scotch bonnet. Look at it.
Yeah.
I'm going to squeeze it a bit. I mean, I haven't even tasted this, but I know it's going to be good.
Would you eat that whole yourself? Would you just stick that? Would you just eat it? No.
I wouldn't eat it. I wouldn't eat it whole. I mash it, you know, take it out, mash it,
Yeah,
maybe
yeah.
with a bit of onion or whatever, have it on the side, and spoon a bit and add it.
Yeah, okay.
We grew up eating chili. I mean,
Yeah, well, exactly. That's why I wondered if you would eat the whole thing.
we grew up eating it.
But clearly not. Wow.
Right, okay. I'll put that in the middle. Oh, delish.
Look at that.
And then I'm going to
Let's
put
give it a round
some...
of applause. Come on, that looks a really nice dish. If you haven't seen it yet, I'm sure you'll get a moment to come and either try it or check out how it looks. We're going to put this on the tasting table, are we not? Is that the plan?
I think that, yes, absolutely.
Yeah?
That's
You
it.
got knives and forks there? Bet you're keen to try this. Do you come and take
Gorgeous.
it now?
Yes, that can go. That can go.
Look at that.
Beautiful. You can have a small portion as a starter when I do my dinners. I've actually
Don't all
got
fight
a
at
dinner,
once.
a 3-course dinner coming up in Luton. Anybody from Luton or anywhere near there? Yeah. In the Luton Irish Forum, I've got a dinner on the 16th of June. And I'm going to be showing Slice of Ghana, talking about spices, and having an absolutely fabulous time with African music as well. The lot.
Brilliant.
So you must come. Grab a card and let's have a chat afterwards.
Okay, well, I'm looking at your card now. We can follow you on Instagram, Patti's Menu.
That's
Will you
it.
have details of all this kind of stuff on your
Yes,
Instagram and
yes,
Twitter as well? Yeah?
exactly, exactly.
Okay.
I'll be putting stuff up.
Great. Okay.
So grab a card.
Terry, are you going to divvy that up?
Sure.
Yeah. Is that all right? You can just
Yeah, Terry, give us a verdict.
tuck in. Because I want to hear. I want to hear. Lacey, how old are you? 10. Daisy. God, I'm getting it wrong.
Daisy.
Jemima, do you want to just try? So you're 10 years old, so this would be interesting. If, you know, do you mind spicy food? No? Good? Okay.
Good, fantastic.
Right, we'll give it a go in a second. We'll get the young view. The old view, no offence.
Oh dear.
Good question.
He's got some back here.
Matt, I'm sure you're dying to taste some as well.
I am, yeah. I always go last though with these things. Who's had a taste so far? What are we thinking? Yeah?
Really. Fantastic, thank you. No.
So this lady was saying because we use the Scotch bonnet, she was thinking it was going to be really hot.
The Scotch bonnet gives it, it's the only chili that's got flavour and heat. So you get a bit of heat, but you get the flavour, the fruity flavour of it. You know, if I had sort of chopped it all into it, it would be, yeah, too much. But you know, you put it in just for flavour.
So, Rebecca, what do you think of it? You haven't had it yet, have you?
Oh,
Okay.
it's beautiful.
Terry?
Absolutely delicious.
Delish.
Wow. Okay, a good spicy
I
sauce.
paid them all before they came in, actually.
I'm keen to find a fork.
Yes, grab a fork.
Have a spoon. Have a spoon.
There you go. Who's going to try this dish? Who's going to try it at home? Yeah, you should. It's on my website as well. It's in the book. It's on the website. I've got sample recipes, you know, so you can try.
Daisy, you may find it easier to use a spoon. Oh wow, it is.
Daisy, how is it? You like it?
She loves it.
You should have it in school, really, shouldn't you?
It's like,
That's school lunch.
It's like spicy, but without the kick.
Yeah,
If you know what
yeah.
I mean. I
It's spicy. That's so true. You know, people say to me, describe Ghanaian food in 3 words. I say flavour, flavour, flavour. You know, because it's not about the peppery heat.
Yeah, it's not.
It's about the delicious sort of,
So come and grab your gerbil pint glass, and if you can have some food with it as well.
Enjoy.
And let the
Pass that round.
and chips
Please
again
pass
as
that
well.
round. Yeah. Pass that round. Have some more of it.
So this is the citru. This is the wharf, is it? The wharf. This is the wharf IPA. The citrus and British hops.
Hi. Black eyed beans. Saltfish.